So, today we're going to be talking about whether or not we believe that the FBI should make it mandatory to collect a child's DNA at birth to be stored in a data collection center to be used in solving crimes for as long as that person lives.
I'm Olivia King, and I think that taking children's DNA samples at birth would be unethical and it would breach people's trust. Currently, people already have a mistrust in our government, and the rates are extremely high for that. And I think that's reasonable with incarceration rates for oppressed groups being higher. And DNA sampling could cause mishandling of said DNA for convicting criminals, and I think that's a risk that we shouldn't have to take. And it's breaching people's privacy at such a young age.
This is Mack, and I think this is a good idea in theory, but it would not work in reality. The idea that we should take DNA from babies at birth is not ethical. There is already a large mistrust in the government, and this would just cause it to grow exponentially. The pro side would argue that it would help our police to solve cases faster and catch criminals easier. And it would also cost less money to investigate criminals and crimes if this database is created. But the ethical side does not outweigh the pro side.
I'm Allison, and this is a good idea in theory, but also in reality. Like Mack said, with this system, the funding to identify criminals would significantly decrease. The importance of finding and stopping the criminals is much more important, in my opinion, to our society than the people's mistrust in government, which can be secured in different ways.
Hey, I'm Elle, and I think that this wouldn't work just because I don't think people would like it. There's going to be so many people that don't want their baby's DNA taken for a bunch of different reasons, and so many people are going to be so paranoid about where their DNA samples are going to be stored and if they're going to be kept safe. It's also just going to be so difficult to keep up a storage facility to keep all these DNA samples for everyone. Like, that would be so expensive, and it's going to take up so much government funding forever.